Why do you think you are seen by so many Kenyans as being the epitome of a corrupt politician?
That tells you that the whole corruption narrative has been politicized.
But your citizens have absolutely no faith in all of the words that you and others give to me about your pledge to clean up the country, to deliver on anti-corruption. They don't believe a word of it.
We have the fight against corruption on the eyeball. And I want to tell you that the country today believes strongly that this government, this administration, is serious about the fight against corruption.
The Ipsos polling organization asked Kenyans which politicians in your country they believe to be corrupt. People were asked, and this is the question, of all the current and past but alive political leaders you can think of, which one do you think is the most corrupt? Guess who came out on top?
Your guess is as good as mine.
You. 33% chose you.
Absolutely.
William Ruto.
Yes.
One of the biggest things which President William Ruto has been facing is that he is being called a corrupt politician. It is not the first time, this is not the second time. And even not only the BBC journalists, but many Kenyans have also raised their concern. In the recent days, we saw that report from the Occrp, which reported on corruption and governance index, which saw President William Ruto become number 2 in terms of the most corrupt person in the world. Apart from that, we have seen even people from internal places like Kenya also call President William Ruto corrupt. Many people are wondering, like, how can we have a corrupt president, or how did we arrive here? However, the reports which are coming out are now putting it very clear that indeed some of the things which President Ruto may have associated with have caused him this problem. One of the people who doesn't believe President William Ruto is Rafael Tuju.
Anytime you hear Ruto saying Atatenga, you should ask him what is his commission on this one. All that Ruto has been interested in is his pocket. In fact, I sympathize with the young people who he promises that he'll Atatenga 100 billion.
We'll have to dig deeper into that.
I think you should dig deeper into it. And I think the thing is that, I mean, it is not beyond Ruto. It is not beyond Ruto. I mean, given all the other scandals he has, I'm even wondering why anybody is doubting that. I mean, this man can start talking that, of course, he doesn't beat women. But we know women he has beaten and broken their hands and had to go for treatment.
Rafael Tuju is alleging that whenever you see President William Ruto putting aside money for a project, whenever President William Ruto says ametenga, just know that he's going to part with some commission. That is according to Rafael Tuju. And many people are speculating that indeed President William Ruto has faced this challenge of people not believing him. In the other day, President William Ruto launched the SHA, which was supposed to be a very good medical insurance for Kenyans, and it was supposed even to do better rules than NHIF used to do. But however, a report which is coming out again is really sickening and worrying.
Under the Social Health Insurance Fund to a secret escrow account, allegedly controlled by a consortium contracted to implement the Integrated Healthcare Information Technology System. The authority says the monies meant to fund SHIF are safe and are being held in 6 banks locally. Gloria Milimu kickstarts our broadcast tonight.
As efforts to ensure all Kenyans become members of the Social Health Authority continue through the ongoing mass registration campaign exercise across the country, it is alleged that monies collected under the Social Health Insurance Fund are being deposited to a secret escrow account as per confidential contract entered between the Ministry of Health and a consortium. It is alleged that the contract that remains shrouded in secrecy allows parties to jointly issue instructions to the agent to set up an account to be held in the name of the escrow agent. It further alleges that the procuring entity will immediately upon commencement of registration and payments by end users of the system transfer or procure the transfer to the escrow account of such amount necessary to enable it meet its present and future payment obligations. An escrow is said to be a financial arrangement whereby a third party is entrusted to hold funds pending execution of a contract. However, the Social Health Authority has rubbished the claims, stating that SHIF contributions are safe. Acting Social Health Authority Chief Executive Officer Robert Ingarisa told KTN that the monies that have so far been collected, amounting to 14 billion within a span of 2.5 months, are being collected through a system that goes to at least 6 bank accounts.
It is from those bank accounts we disburse to the hospitals.
Ingarisa further says that the 6 collecting banks have been integrated to the SHA system to facilitate the collection of member contributions.
Anyone seeking to pay to the SHIF account, one, you have to interact with our system. You'll be able to generate a payment advice. So armed with your payment advice, you go to the bank, our collecting bank. They will be able, because of integration, be able to view that payment advice from their side and then receive your money against that advice.
The 6 banks include KCB, ABSA, Cooperative, CDN, Equity, and Diamond Trust Bank.
I wish to assure that the money that is meant to fund the social health insurance for the public, it's very safe. It is in SHA accounts held in the 6 banks and nowhere else.
Questions have also been raised regarding the decision to have a separate pay bill for SHIF remittances, contrary to President William Ruto's single pay point for all government services as per the July 2023 directive. Critics reckon it could be the reason why an escrow account allegedly exists, even despite alleged warning on its creation for not being in line with existing public finance laws.
The government, in an effort to help us stabilize, gave us an exceptional exemption for 3 months, within which we were to use this pay bill. Thereafter, we shall revert to the government's pay bill under e-Citizen.
Meanwhile, as a way of ensuring the monies under the 3 funds do not mix, each has its own designated account according to SHA. The Primary Healthcare Fund and the Emergency Chronic Critical Illness Fund, which are Exchequer funded, have so far received 4 and 2 billion shillings respectively. Another 1 billion shillings caters for the indigents according to the Social Health Authority. Gloria Milimu, KTN.